do this. She about to lock the door. All right, more white people right there. Where my door? Go. Right there. We're going in. Go in. No. Don't ask. Go.
This we own this building. Why y'all scared to walk in?
Hey y'all.
Hey, where'd she go? Where'd she at though? Cool. Hold up.
She's in there.
I don't like that. Okay.
Yep, she's in there. Yep, come on in, y'all. She in there. Andrew, see Brett, see that. Cool.
Oh, Andrea can get this work.
Inside?
Yes.
Then.
It's locked.
It's locked?
It's locked.
Just
Is she in there?
She's in there. I saw her go in there.
It's alright, let her be in there. Carolyn. Yeah. You don't need to do that, you're black. Let the white people do that. They'd be like, this black girl's harassing my window.
Y'all got in there because I heard the non-contact stuff. So okay.
I mean, it's understandable. I'm really not surprised.
Punish us? No. That's not
Punish us for what? For wanting you guys to listen to us and have students have a voice?
What the fuck is with this police retaliation?
Yeah, are you already discussing our punishment? Are you discussing our consequences?
What about Brett's consequences and punishments?
Yeah, why
I'll just let you get away with anything.
just don't
Yeah,
you
or
can
one
call
call.
cops, you can call the sheriff, all that over here, but
Let's get in more. Come on, scoot down.
Yeah.
Scoot down.
real close.
Let's go. This is our shit. Let's go.
Everyone in the everyone make us.
So we could also
Yes, just make sure it's successful.
we could also do this in a place.
Wait, hold on. Hey, community love.
We could also do this in a place where everyone has a place to sit.
We tried. We good. We tried to convene nowhere else. We good.
This is on our
Yesterday
turn.
we all had a place to sit and you excused yourself. You said you would come back and you didn't even come back. So here we are this morning. We've accommodated our schedules to you.
So what I experienced last night is that it was not clear to me that I was welcome there.
I know specifically I told you, and one should be enough. And I know there was multiple more. It should only take one person to convince you to stay. And the fact that you deliberately walked out even after you heard my rant and rave and you're admitting that you heard I asked you to stay yourself, that speaks volume to itself, because why don't I matter?
You matter very much.
How can you prove that? As a student of color, how can you prove that?
Do it.
And I wanted to stay, and when there was...
But you walked out.
Even stay in
Like,
the
We had a
People
chair, we were all
offered
sitting
you-
down. It was a lot less confrontational compared to this.
So I
And you still were uncomfortable.
waited in the lobby, hoping that folks might be interested in talking with me.
We had planned to meet.
We offered you to sit down and talk to you. Right there.
But you couldn't take your time to come and sit and stay and listen when we had the time. We made the time to meet after the meeting that was already in place.
And-
So you wanted
and
us
three-
to take a time away from our time to plan this entire day to listen to you, but you couldn't take time out of your day to sit there and just stay for a few more minutes?
So I'm sorry I left. Yes, I am.
No, you're fucking not. She's been sending out racist emails. She lets the cops run up on us. She ain't doing shit. She's in charge of Andrea Seabird. She lets all this shit happen. This all goes through her. This is bigger than one thing, y'all. Do not let her just slide on yesterday. This is bigger than that.
Right. When you consistently let other staff get away with dehumanizing students of color, you're just as bad as the problem.
Say it again. Yes. Good. He needs to hear this.
Can George come up to the front?
Yeah,
George, here you
Get up here.
I'm ready. Fuck you, George. Come up here. Racist motherfucker.
Yep, we heard how you got fired from your last job.
Yep, we sure did. We heard who your great grandfather was too.
We heard your personal racist emails. We heard about the reason why you got fired.
Which one? Text him right now.
Motherfucker.
White supremacy at its finest.
Which one?
Hey, quote me. Did he still
You can tell white people.
Can you tell him why we're concerned?
White people speak.
White people speak.
White allies. You need to talk to him.
I got some tips for you. So today, as we're talking about the officers on campus right now, today at the incident where we confronted a faculty about his racist actions, officers showed up to the scene and immediately started brutalizing and pushing students, purposely trying to get some students of color behind us. Timothy O'Dell shoved my face into a wall, and that's not okay.
No. Yeah.
And also your racist emails, not okay. And the fact, which one? Which one?
No, give me.
The ones from Brett Weinstein. We have
I think it's more productive to have Stacey Brown here. Stacey Brown.
One at a time.
I think we need to demand that like more administration be here because it's not productive just to throw this on one.
Someone's
person
talking, you're talking
when it's like a group. So I think that before people start with complaining, it's important to get what you want and have the other administrators here. And so I would first start with that. Like me personally, I think we should start with that demand is that they all be here right now.
Yeah, right here, right now.
We can wait for that to happen, but somebody should be getting on the phone to call them.
We have, excuse me.
I don't want Wendy in her little uniform. Somebody should be getting on the phone to call Wendy, Stacey Brown, the head of police, because what happened today was out of pocket, and it was. Wendy, go stand.
Come on, Wendy.
Wendy.
Yo, white people to the front.
And then is Stacey Brown here? So what we can do is we can wait for Stacey.
Squad pick.
I think it's important that since like Stacey Brown is what navigated this, I think it's important that all administration are in the same place so that they can no longer lie and hold themselves all accountable at the same place at the same time with all these cameras. So I would like Stacey Brown.
Damn right.
On uniform.
Yes.
On uniform.
Yeah.
On uniform right now.
Without the taser, she don't need none of that. Why the fuck we're not gonna hit her or nothing?
We're peaceful.
They have students
we
saying
have
that
no
they...
guns up in this place because supposedly this is a weapon-free zone. So if you're going to invite your cops, please let them leave their weapons here. Because where do we have a weapon on us?
Exactly.
Where? We don't have pocket knives. We don't have guns. We don't have anything. So
Y'all do it
if
on
you're gonna
bias. Y'all
comment,
expect
then
us
please
to
tell them
have
come here
weapons.
peacefully, the same way we're trying to be here.
Not combative. We need non-combative officers.
So can one of you make the call to Stacey Brown?
Why are you hesitating? Get him here. Let's
Right
go.
now.
I want to listen. I can't promise you I'm going to get her.
We'll try.
Can everybody dial Evergreen's number and make calls to the campus police office to get Stacey Brown here?
Yeah.
Some people stay recording though.
I'm recording. We recording.
86767.
Look at her. Look at where you going. Where you going, sis? Wendy.
Okay, so Wendy's gonna go first.
Community love.
Somebody follow Wendy. We need to get the team following
Why
Wendy.
Get that camera on her ass.
That's good. That's enough.
She's going to call her right now.
Get that camera on her ass.
Excuse me.
Get the camera on her ass.
No, fuck you, George. You don't want to hear
So
a
what we
goddamn
want-
thing you have to say. You
Then
talk
I
so
think
fucking much. No, you shut the fuck up.
For now, hold up. I think what's smart is not to I think what's smart is not to tone police people because people are angry, and so what matters is what they're saying, not how they're saying it.
I want to hear about the faculty member.
Brett Weinstein, your racist teacher.
Can we hear about Brett when Stacey gets here?
Yeah.
Stacey's involved with Brett.
Yeah.
I think that's a way to hold everybody more accountable and to make the students happy in a way that
Can you tell
can
me
result in
when
resolution.
Stacey's involved, the police were involved with Brett?
Yeah, we can tell you
We
when
go
Stacey
sit in
gets
that
here.
big ass office, please.
It's being used right now for an interview.
Oh, this is much more important than that.
Oh yeah, no, kick them out.
We
pay here. All of us, we pay to
Much
go
more
here.
important than that. This is definitely much more
very
important.
important. That's why we're meeting here right now.
Can someone
Okay. Well, we can go to like.
Do you know any other room we can go into, George?
I do not know of another.
You're the
room.
president of the school and you don't know any other room we can go to.
Ain't no
I said you're the president of the school and you don't know any other room we could go to?
Yeah.
You know exactly.
Actually, is there any
That little smirk, I don't like it.
And the last room, they may
finding
be
cups
filled
of
with
water?
Anybody need some
Well, yeah, and then those students need to know what's happening. I think you should be informing those students of what's happening. So I think it might be a good idea for us to go maybe disrupt the
Community love!
What's that show?
Got a quick message to relay. Apparently Wendy locked herself in the office.
Wow!
She could lock herself in there all day.
My phone call didn't go through.
My office is working on getting a space for us to
police station.
Everyone call police station, ask for who you need. Keep your phones out.
Yep.
Yeah. The number is 360-867-6000.
360-867-6000.
Was that 360-867-6000?
6000.
Stacy, what is Stacy's last name? I don't know.
360 867-6000. Yeah.
you have everyone's permission to dispense all. So everyone is uniform. Question is this. Some of you are streaming this live. Do y'all have consent? Everyone gives consent to have this appear live here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, raise your hand so we can
I'm
get
not
consent.
filming faces.
Canada get consent to be on film.
If anyone says no consent, it's got to stop.
Does that include you guys?
Well, then they can leave.
I'm fine with being video.
Anybody who does not give consent, come to the front. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can sit down.
Yeah, so they're currently finding another room for us to meet in. But this is y'all's space, so either we can meet right here or we can like take it somewhere else. We're not about to be locked in. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all want to meet here or just here? There are multiple exits. We can get out of here though.
So we can all meet each other. Because, hey, we need circles because that's what keeps us organized. So we need to sit down in a circle, I feel like.
In here? Y'all want to stay in here?
Not in here.
No, more space.
We can't be a place in the corner.
Yeah, piano. That would be helpful.
Can we meet here now until we get a room? Just-
Where are the?
We need all
the.
Oh no, we're
Continue talking about all this stuff until Stacy gets here because Stacy needs to also hear what we need to say, and for us to not exert so much energy, we need to say it once.
Hey, Stacy, you want to have our library?
She said that won't happen. That she's not coming.
I
said it won't happen.
Let's do the meeting in police services.
So when we call the police
None of us
for
are
help,
armed,
they
so
don't
I
want to
think we
come,
should
but when
come up on
white people call the police, then they want to come. What kind of shit is that?
They can roll people out of bed at like
For real, what kind of shit is that? Try to tackle people of color and shit for no fucking reason.
If she doesn't come to us,
You don't come to us, we're going to come to you.
George, you hear this? This is not right.
I would like to
But this
inform
isn't
you
right.
that
You need to
the
do something
police,
for the
the on-campus police,
We're all peaceful.
Don't get fired from Evergreen.
the on-campus police came onto a crowd that was, and they were ill-informed. We had Brett Weinstein out in D, in the hallway of the second floor of D, and on one side of the room, all these protesters were on one side of the room, except for maybe people recording. On the other side of Brett Weinstein, there were people, there were his students, there were about...
an open door.
Yep, an open door, all open doors, and he was not struggling, he was not like, he tried to leave at first.
He was protected by the students. Wait, one at a time.
Excuse me, can I please finish? This is very important. And the on-campus police officers came at us while we were outside of that space. We had left Weinstein behind, and they came at us, hurtling at us, saying, "Get out of my way," as they shoved white students away. Black students and people of color were behind us.
About 50 feet behind.
About 50 feet behind us. And I asked them, "Do you think that Brett Weinstein is here?" And he said, "Yes, we do. We were told that he is here." And I was like, "You are ill-informed. You need to leave." And I was walking around E building and D building, and I heard faculty already saying that they heard from police that Brett Weinstein was surrounded and threatened, and that is simply not true.
We have videos.
Plus, he invited us in. He came out to
Right.
us.
And I have a
Hold
video
on,
of
hold
him
on, hold on, hold on.
following me.
He came out to us. We were all gathered outside. He opened the door and said, "Hey, what's going on?" Because my students already told me what's going on, pretty much. Next thing you know, he even told us, "Do you guys want to go to the fourth floor to discuss about this?"
Yeah.
We said, "Where's your classroom at?" He's like, "They're on the second floor and on the third floor." So we proceeded with his, because he opened the door, and we walked to the second floor. And that's when he came in. And we, like he said, we were all in the corner, pretty much, we didn't corner him, but we were all there talking to him.
We did block him at first. For transparency, we did block him at first. He was trying to leave, but however, we didn't. We had a conversation with him, whatever conversation is.
Casper, he was completely.
It's too loud up there.
Oh, it's hot. It's loud. It's loud.
Okay, I just think it's funny that y'all didn't even listen to us and y'all already prepared to like write discipline.
And right. Right. Can I you having a meeting for consequences? You ain't even talk to us yet.
One at a time. Thank you.
One at a time. No. It doesn't have to be.
When people feel threatened because people finally are taking their power back and trying to say something, and they might be saying it in a tone that's upset because we're upset about this stuff, and then they get charged or with student conduct violations and have to leave the school, and that's what happens to people of color and disabled folks who are trying to speak up and say something, and they have to leave the school or have to feel unsafe here or have to feel like the whole administration is doing something against them. That is not okay. That is silencing, and that is what I'm afraid is going to happen with people who are, you know, you're saying that, like, I mean, I understand that it's like maybe feels threatening when people are trying to say all this stuff at you, but it feels threatening every day for students who are trying to exist here and don't feel safe and don't feel like they ever have a chance to say any of this.
Yes, thank you.
And also, let's not mention that Wendy and this committee wrote this email in what took one day, and there still hasn't been an apology.
And there were a lot of lies in that email about how the situation was over at midnight. It was over at 2:30 in the morning. It wasn't over at midnight. They were pulled out 15 minutes before midnight.
And I don't understand why the people listed in there aren't, like, at this point suing, because y'all did label them with, like, anxiety disorder that you didn't even know if that was even, like, something that they lived with. Oh, don't worry, the law. Who are you to label black and brown people with this type of, like, illness that you don't even know if they have it? Who are you?
Not a doctor.
Shayla has an announcement.
Okay, we called Stacy Brown, right? That's the roach's name? Okay. She refuses to come, hung up on us, so let's do what we need to with that information. Yeah, keep calling, they keep hanging up on us, so.
So what if we had a real emergency and they just won't help us? Like,
Right.
What about?
Do we have to be white for you to help?
How are we supposed to be safe here on campus if we can't even get help from, like, people who are supposed to protect us?
That sounds like another lawsuit.
They fear from us. They fear of us trying to mace us in the eyes and shit. For what? For us saying, like, hey, Brett, you need to apologize? For what fucking white guy?
Is there any black folks that need water in here?
And my issue, George, is we've had parents call the school, and the school is informing parents that this issue right here is not happening right now in Nedbank.
Community love!
Community love! This is a public institution, so our parents and our grandparents and our community members, they're paying taxes right now. And when our parents are calling, addressing issues, saying there are racist situations or confrontations going on campus, and you guys are deliberately saying this is not happening right now, when you have a good 200 people standing in a room, you're still telling parents and community that this is not happening. So I don't understand that you need to do something at this moment so that our parents can get through to understand to you.
I've given my email and my phone number to every parent. Have them call me.
My mom
So that are you I'm talking about right now, my parents are worried about my safety right now, and your school is deliberately saying that this is not even going on, and then hanging up.
Okay, could you tell me who's saying that?
I don't know. You call the Evergreen number and you ask for an operator. You press 0, and whoever that's sent to is who. When you call you Google the Evergreen State College. It's a 360 number, and then it says
you get connected to an operator.
What to do.
So it's the operator?
Yes.
George, I have a question.
Just let me finish with her, okay? Because I want to be responsive to her concerns.
Okay.
So that you're telling me it's the Evergreen operator that's delivering
Yes,
that
that
message?
is telling parents and community members that there's nothing going on campus.
If you're writing down names
right now, when there is over extreme amount of people standing in the room right
So
now.
right now, everything we're saying, they already know all this. So
Oh,
what-
right.
I don't know
But
why
he
he's trying
just
to punish
needs
a
to
phone
know
operator
because he
when
thinks
he's
punish the police.
The fuck? I don't give a fuck about the phone operator.
Community love, man.
Community love! Community love! Community love!
We have a room. Do you want to stay here? Or do you want to go to the room 4300 upstairs? Big
Go to that room.
I've never been.
So you can stand at the panel and answer our questions, please.
I'll do the best I can.
Okay.
Let's go. 4300 upstairs.
Go. Stacy's room. Go.
And white people would do your thing.
White people in front and in back.
She said.
White people protect students of color.
By the way.
Does anybody need water? Absolutely. Anybody need water?
Let's keep my son with me too.
Water for anyone? Is the room downstairs or upstairs?
It's upstairs, room 4300.
Do that shit. Hey! Got the niggas saying that we do shit. Hey!
Anyone like water?
I'm live on. No, we're not done. We're going to a room that the president
Prioritize, please. Thank you.
Where are we going?
Fourth floor. Fourth floor.
Get inside, get inside, get inside.
There we go.
I called her all the way. Introduce myself. Should we start the chant? No. It's bigger than him. It's the whole fucking